Welcome back, Digitamers, to the Batatonator TCG. As some of you may know, the Batatonator TCG were only interested in the most fun and competitive decks in the Digimon TCG game. That's why I'm really excited to bring you guys results top 4 for the 100-man PPG tourney that happened last Sunday. The tournament was really exciting to watch, and the top 4 were Blue Omni Turbo deck for first place. Second place was a blue-purple deck that ran mostly purple. Third place was a Blue Omni Turbo deck again, which differed a little bit in the level 5s. And then finally we have a red Omni Turbo deck, which I'm really excited to show off to you guys. So let's just jump right in to the video. So here's the first place Blue Omni Turbo deck that went to 𝐒𝐈𝐓𝐇. I hope I'm not butchering his name. By the way, guys, all the deck lists will be down in the description box below. You just have to click the link and it'll send you right to the DigimonCard.dev deck builder link, and you can play with the deck right there and even export it into TTS. Let's go ahead and jump into the deck and explain a little bit more about this deck. Obviously, he runs 5 Digitama, which is... I guess he doesn't really care about consistency more than not being able to evolve into a level 3 from his raising area, so that makes sense to run 5. And you will see this all over. Everybody runs 5 Digitama in this tournament, so it just makes sense. I thought it was more consistent to run 4 Digitamas. You know, you get 𝐿𝐴𝐴𝐿 every turn, but I think, you know, you risk not riding or not evolving at least one turn if the game gets long, so it makes sense to run 5 Digitamas. Then we have 14 rookies, which I think it's safe to say now that 14 is a really good number for any deck for rookies. I mean, Blue Omni literally needs these grade 3 level 3s, and all it does is run 14 of them, so, and it consistently pulls them. So 14 I think is a really safe number to play in any deck of rookies. So let's go ahead and jump into the rookies. Rookies look really normal. It's just 6 2-cost rookie level 3 champions, Garurumon and 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐓𝐇. And then finally we have 4 Gabumon and 4 𝐿𝐴𝐓𝐇. Really regular. We've seen this in many Blue Omni decks. Then its level 4 is pretty regular for Blue Omni decks as well. We see 3 Garurumons, 4 Gorillamons for the cheap Evo, and 4 Grizzlymons for stalling out the game. If they're rushing you, you can drop a couple of those down and, you know, stop them from pushing. And then we have 4 Monzimon for the level 5s, which is really casual. This deck has been 100% regular, exactly how every other Blue Omni deck runs, until we get to the Zudomon and Garurumon ratios, which in my last video I explained to you guys. I'm gonna link up here. Blue Omni's only versatility really you're gonna see is in its level 5s. Most of the decks are gonna run 14 rookies, they're gonna run 11 champions, but the level 5s are gonna change between Zudomon for the resources and utility, and Garurumon for the aggressiveness and the pressure. So here he opts for Zudomon. He goes for the when played draw 2 effect, and of course the inheritable effect that gives you a memory. He plays 4 Zudomon and he plays 1 Garurumon. I don't even know the ratios. I have no idea how many times he dropped the Garurumon over the Zudomon, or the Zudomon over the Garurumon, but this is the deck profile. This is what he ran, and so it's safe to say that he tossed out the Zudomons much more than he did the Garurumons. And then finally he ran 3 Metal Garurumons, 4 Pelsimon, 2 Volcanic Dramons, only 3 Omnimons, so maybe he just cared about seeing 1 Omni per game, and then just 4 Volcan's Hammer, which is pretty regular for any Blue Omni Turbo deck. So this is a really casual deck. The only difference I see is in the level 5s, but everything else is pretty regular for a Blue Omni Turbo deck. So let's go to the next. The next deck was second place. It was purple blue. It went to David Su, and the deck is amazing. So 4 Pagumon and 1 Yamon, as we can see 5 Digitama all the way. Then we have 4 Impmons. We have 3 Gabumons that when destroyed they give you 2 draw and discard 1 inheritable. We have 3 Tapermons and then 3 Tsukeimons that give you when destroyed gain 1 memory. Really interesting lineup. This all gives us 13 level 3s. So he's only played 13 level 3s, which is very dangerous in my opinion. Even Blue Omni runs 14. And so it's interesting to see that he topped second. I would love to see his games and how many times maybe he got blocked and he just kind of hard casted Wizardmon because he's super cheap. That would be really interesting to see, but yeah, he actually topped second place. So Wizardmon at 3 for his level 4s, Vilemon at 4, and finally Devimon at 3. I would like to see Devimon much more because the Vengeance, I love Vengeance. Vengeance is just so sexy to me. But yeah, 3 might, he only ran 4 level 10s. I'm not gonna even speak on that. I have no idea why or how this deck even the ratios even make sense. But Chimeraemon at 4, so he just ran 4 level 5s. Piedmon at 3, maybe he just hardcasted Piedmons all game and he didn't care about his level 4s and 5s. And then Beelzemon for the Impmons just at 2. Really good whenever you evo, you can evo from an Impmon. And then for his level 6 finally is Lilithmon. He just ran 2 of her and 2 Millenniumon to evo from these level 6s. The story, and then, well, I'll finish the deck. Wolfclaw at 3, 1 Ice Wolfclaw, which is really weird. I don't even think he used it. Grizzly Wing at 2, 3 Trump Swords, 3 Matt Ishidas that give you, if an opponent Digimon has no evolution sources, gain 1 memory, which I think is really viable. I think this is automatic every game or every turn at least once against anything really, even green. You could pull this off. And then finally Matt Ishidas that give you 1 purple option card back. So apparently what happened was he was Piedmoning a lot and he would Millenniumon over his Piedmon, and then he would use Ice Wolf Claw to pull out his Piedmon again, to use his ability all over again, which is an amazing strategy. I'm not gonna even sugarcoat that. Ice Wolf Claw, so you play Piedmon, you level a Millenniumon on top of him, then you run the Ice Wolf Claw that pulls the Piedmon out from under the Millenniumon and then gives you the ability to play the Piedmon and get its effect out, which is 2 level 4 or less. That's an amazing combo. So that was the combo he ran. It's really interesting that he actually was able to play the combo since he only ran 13 level 3s and 10 level 4s. Yeah, but he topped, guys. That's amazing. And the combo makes sense, you know. You're just gonna run Piedmon, toss him out first, and then try to Ice Wolf Claw whenever you get to Millenniumon. Makes sense. And you get a lot from Piedmon's free cast, you know, the 4 cost cast. Here is George Moniz. I'm butchering these names, guys. George Moniz is 3rd spot game winner Blue Omni Turbo deck, which we're gonna see it's almost exactly identical to the other Blue Omni Turbo deck. The only difference is lying in its level 5s, as I've explained before. So 5 Digitamas, the exact same number of rookies for the other deck, exact same number and exact same champions from the other Blue Omni deck, exact same number of Monzemons. And then here's where we switch up. We only run level 5s at 8, and we only run 1 Zudomon, and we run 3 Garurumons. So it's really interesting to see that the 4 Zudomons took first and the 1 Zudomon took 3rd. It's really interesting to see because besides that, the list is almost identical. We run 3 Metal Garurumons, 4 Pelsimons, 4 Volcanic Dramons, and then 4 Omni and 4 Vulcan's Hammer. If you guys can remember, the other Blue Omni deck only ran 3 Omnis and topped first. This one ran 4 and topped 3rd. So it's really interesting to see that even with more pressure, Garurumon, maybe resources is what you need more. You know, the utility of Zudomon is actually much more concerning and is much more sought after than the Garurumon pushing and pressuring power. The last deck I want to show off, guys, was Matthew Key's 4th place Red Omni Turbo deck. It's really amazing to see red in the top 4. And I'm gonna show you guys all the stats here. Yokomon at 1, when you attack an opponent Digimon, gain plus 1000. And then Koromon, if this Digimon has 4 Digivolution Sword, this Digimon gains plus 1000 DP. That's amazing that he ran 4 Koromons over Yokomons. Maybe he's just confident he'll always be riding 4. And then Monodramon at 3. You're gonna see this is exactly the same ratio, 14 level 3s, but obviously exact same ratio as the Blue Omni deck, but different Digimon for sure. So he has 6 2-cost level 3s, which is in Biomon and Monodramon. Then he runs 𝐒𝐿𝐲mon that give him plus 1000 and 5 trash. And then he runs the 𝐂𝐿𝐲mon that just gives him a free plus 1000. Then for his level 4s he runs 12. He runs Dark Tyrannomon at 4, Garurumon at 4 for the blocking, and then Greymon, which I love this card so much. It's a free security attack for your level 5 at 4. This gives Red Omni much more pressure potential, much more aggressive potential, so early as well. Now the problem is his level 5s suck, you know what I mean? Like, they don't have any DP, and I'm not saying they suck as in like the deck sucks. I'm saying that if he would attack with his level 5 right when he levels up under Greymon, he could risk losing his level 5 because they're just so weak. So the level 5s are the cheap vanilla level 5 Groundramon. He gets the Metal Greymon that when attacking gain plus 3 memory. So you know he wants to attack. So you know the Greymon makes sense. He wants to attack with his level 5s. So the Greymon makes sense. You're giving a lot more pressure. But he only runs 2 Metal Greymons, and then he runs 2 Skull Greymons. I don't know how many times he's used these 2 cards. And then finally he runs 4 Volcanic Dramons just for the consistency, and you get an extra security attack, as well as 4 Phoenix Mons and 4 Omni. Now this is why I like Red Omni much more than Blue Omni, is because it has more removal than Blue Omni. It has Terra Force, an amazing removal card that can remove anything. So it has Omni and Gaia Force or Terra Force to remove, whereas Blue Omni will only have Omnimons. But Blue Omni is able to manipulate its mana with its Vulcan Hammers, which Red Omni is not able to do so. So if you can keep Red Omni at 1 mana, they're gonna just evolve once every turn, and Blue Omni can just take over an advantage because of that. Because Blue Omni has Vulcan's Hammer to toss out. Those were all the decks I have for you guys today. I really hope you learned something new. I really hope this helped you in your deck building process and you know exactly what you're going to build next. Obviously, we're going to have to find a way to beat Blue Omni. I think the best ways to beat Blue Omni are Rush decks and Purple Response decks. So we're definitely gonna have to find a way to beat Blue Omni. But that's it for the video. If you guys like this stuff, go ahead, subscribe. I only bring value to you guys. I only want to bring value and useful content and things you're gonna use. I don't want to just show up with regular deck profiles that I feel like will top. I want to prove to you guys that these decks can top. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate it if you guys stuck with me till the end. I really appreciate that you stuck with me till the end. I really hope you guys gained some value from this video. If you did, drop a like down below and subscribe to this channel. I'm only going to bring value to you guys every single day. Every video is going to be so valuable to you. So make sure you subscribe. And besides that, Digitamers, I really hope you guys have a beautiful day. Take care.